Hey, Girl Seekers. I am doing some keyword research right now, and I thought it would be a fantastic time to show you guys kind of how to do keyword research and why it's important. So, for those of you guys who don't know, keyword research is simply it's coming up with keywords, right? Search terms that people type into Google, Yahoo, Bing that you want to show up for organically, right? And the reason why this is so important is because if you do this correctly, you can get so much free traffic, right? Over time, you decide you want to show up for a keyword, a search term, or anything like that. Boom, you're on that front page and you're ranking in free traffic. You're not paying $2, $10, $30, $600 a click just for somebody to visit your site. So one of the businesses that benefits so much from organic keywords is a lawyer or an attorney, right? So what we're doing here is I just Googled Salt Lake City and defense lawyer, and we're going to take a random person that's showing up and seeing what they could do better to get more traffic. Okay, and we're going to use Zampy's tools to do this. Okay. So right here, we're going to take Susan Gustin Law. Okay, I have no idea who she is or who this firm is or anything like that. But before we jump in, I want to explain a little bit of what's going on here. Okay, domain authority and page authority. They're basically ways to rank a website based off of their popularity. The more popular it is, the closer that number gets to 100, you're going to actually show up on Google more, right? Because you're beating out the popularity contest. So if we copy her website in right here, and we come over to links, and I already have it in there, but let's just do it again. Her domain authority is a 19. Her page authority is a 23. And so what that means is she's doing okay, right? She's doing okay for a small business. A lot better than the people that are at 14 or 13, but not as good as the people are at 40, right? And obviously she's showing up for defense lawyer Salt Lake City, number 2. So she's doing good. We just got to get her to that number 1 spot. Okay. So defense lawyer Utah. Let's see what she could do better for that. Okay. So right here, this is what her page title is. And it's kind of a call to action to people that are Googling to get them to click on their search result instead of somebody else. So in that call to action, in that title, you want to add these keywords. And her first one is Susan Gustin, attorney at law, criminal defense lawyer, ... So if I was looking for a criminal defense lawyer, I don't care who Susan is, right? I don't care who Suzanne is. All I care about is if they can solve my problem. So I would switch those. Criminal defense lawyer in Utah, Susan Gustin, attorney, law, right? Law or whatever you want to say. So it all fits in, because if it gets cut off like this, people don't read it, right? Now down below here, this is what's called a meta description, right? And basically what that means is it actually doesn't change your rankings on Google, but it increases the amount of times people will click on it. Because if there's not enough information here, they're going to go down to that meta description and start reading it to see if they want to show up. So for example, Salt Lake City criminal defense attorney Susan Gustin is a top-rated attorney in the state of Utah with more than 24 years of experience as a trial attorney. Susan Gustin has earned a reputation for aggressively defending her clients. That's pretty good, right? I want somebody with 24 years of experience aggressively defending me in court, right? She has that experience. I would change that around a little bit more for sales copy, but it's good, right? So let's go see what she could do to move up to this front spot. Okay, so first what we're going to do is, and Zampy, we're going to come out with this, so we'll automatically be here. You want to do this step. Our developer is actually working on it right now. So we're going to go in and we're going to put in her competition, right? Justia Law. And this is a big guy, right? This is one of those big 90, domain authority 90, right? And as you can see, they're showing up for the exact same things that she was showing up for. They're just dancing around what position. Okay, so this guy right here is massive. And Google likes to show up massive people on local search results because they often have a top 10 list, right? Think of Home Advisor, Thumbtack, or anything like that. Justia is exactly like them, and that's why they're showing up because these are lawyers, criminal law in Utah. Compare 363 criminal attorneys. Google likes to give people that choice, and that's why they're there. But there's no reason why they can't be number 2 and Suzanne can be number 1. So let's go check this out. We're looking up defense lawyer Utah. We're going to go over to our OnPage grader and see what she's doing on her page to show up. Okay, we're going to paste that in, and we're going to grade the page. Okay, so if it has a red X, you just saw this one change. If it has a red X there, a white X and a red circle, then it's not there on that page. And that's an opportunity for improvement. If it has a green check mark, you're all set. Okay, so going down here, we're seeing a lot of red X's. So if Suzanne would go through this and change her homepage, then she could be number 1 instead of number 2 right now. And number 1 receives so many more clicks than number 2. All right, so she's missing out on a ton of traffic here just because she hasn't changed a couple of these, right? And so what is her number 1 keyword? What are they trying to do? I did a little bit of research on her first. And to tell you guys the truth, if we add criminal in front of this, criminal defense lawyer, maybe. Let me just make sure I wrote everything correctly. Okay, there we go. Criminal defense lawyer in Utah. That's what she wants to show up for. So criminal defense lawyer, I would actually put Utah in there, or Salt Lake, wherever all of her searches are coming from, right? So exact keyword used in page title. Yeah, she did, right? And so the page title, again, is this right here, criminal defense lawyer. It's used in there, okay? Page is accessible to search engines. That means Google, Bing, and Yahoo can actually find it. Yeah, she did that. Use keyword in URL. She didn't do that, right? And so that's why if you guys are writing blog posts or anything like that, make sure you have your keyword in the URL string, okay? So she could do like / criminal defense lawyer, and then that would come back green, right? But we're just grading her homepage, and I don't expect there to be a keyword in there unless she changed her domain name to be one of those keywords. Okay, broad use of keyword in page title. It is broad. We don't like that. We want very specific. It's not towards the front of the title tag, right? It's Susan Gustin, attorney at law, criminal defense lawyer. So there's some things she can change there to show up. Avoid stuffing in page title. Yeah, she didn't say defense lawyer 20 times. Keyword placed at the beginning of title. It's there, but it could be a little bit more. Optimal page title length. It came back red because look, we got these dots. She wrote too much. Okay. Use meta description. Yep, she has that. Optimal meta description length. Yep, it doesn't go too much. Include keyword in H1 tag. Nope. Include keyword in H2 tag. Nope. So why are H1 and H2s important is because way back in the day when the internet was invented, that was heading 1, right? The internet was invented for colleges to send documents back and forth to make research more efficient and quicker, right? And so HTML was a markup language. It was like organizing a Microsoft Word document, and whatever was wrapped in an H1 was, hey, this is the most important thing. And so Google still treats that as this is the most important thing. And if she wants to say, hey, I'm a criminal defense lawyer, and that's the most important thing, she's not saying it, right? And so Google's like, okay. So by adding that, switching around her title tag and maybe adding it into an H2 or a different variation of her H2, she can bump up to number 1, right? And then adding some external links on the page as well. But everything else, her real canonical tag, she's not keyword stuffing in the URL. She's using a static URL. One canonical tag, I already said that. Keywords and alt tag in the images and stuff like that. So she's doing well. She's got a couple things to change, and I bet she can take over that number 1 spot. So quick training there. If you guys want, you can sign up for a free trial in Zampi and get this tool for you to do this, or comment down below what is your number 1 keyword and what is a web page that you want, and I'm going to create a video for you and actually tell you what you can change on it so you can start showing up higher in Google. Okay. Thanks so much, guys. I'll see you around. Bye.